What's up, everybody? Welcome back to On the Warpath. It's Sanchez 405. If you're new, make sure you click that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime there's new content posted. And as always, like, comment, share this video out because we're talking Washington football team all the time. And as we approach training camp, it's no better time than to unleash Warpath Review, where we will review all the positions for the Washington football team in a 10-video series going into training camp. And it's going to be very interesting as we start out with the most controversial topic in Washington. Quarterbacks. It seems like every year you can date back to Sonny and Billy, Jay and Doug Williams as well. Then even more recent memories, Red Johnson, Jeff George, Kirk Cousins, RG3, Rex Grossman, John Beck. I mean, great day in the morning. It has been a lot of controversy. And then more recent years, Dwayne Haskins versus the Glitter. This year we're going to have Ryan Fitzpatrick, Taylor Heinicke, Kyle Allen returns as well, and Steven Montez. And you know what? We'll start with Ryan Fitzpatrick. We know this was a guy that pretty much Washington settled on getting, as they were in the conversation to try and pluck Matt Stafford from Detroit, although he went out there with his boy Clayton Kershaw out there to L.A., and he's with the Rams and Sean McVay. So that's no harm, no foul done there. But Ryan Fitzmagic, oh, ho, ho, Fitzmagic, you know, never believe you're too old. Fitzmagic, you know, you better not fall this year because they will burn you at the stakes in the nation's capital. Either way, we dive into Ryan Fitzpatrick. Comes over from the Miami Dolphins, where he was with Tua Tagovailoa last year, the rookie quarterback. He started 7 games. Did Fitzpatrick, of course, his most memorable moment is when he played in relief for Tagovailoa, and he threw that blind pass to sideline in Vegas, and cha-ching, the book did not win that time, and the house lost. And it was Fitzpatrick. That was Fitzmagic right there. This is a guy who has only had one season of winning in his 17-year career, 16 years prior to that, and that was with the Jets in 2015. They were 10-6. He also completed almost 60% of his passes, over 3,900 yards, 31 touchdowns, 15 interceptions as well. He has been a backup for a lot of times, and he's been a starter at times. And last year, he was played some good ball in the limited time they played. I mean, they shocked the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco. He completed 68%, almost 69% of his passes, over 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The red flag, though, for Ryan Fitzpatrick is the fact that 3 of those interceptions came in the red zone. And he was one of the worst quarterbacks in the red zone, only completing 48% of his passes in the red zone, and throwing those 3 interceptions. Russell Wilson was there, but he threw like 29 interceptions. But also, you've got the likes of Andy Dalton, Nick Mullins as well, and Teddy Two Gloves, and Danny Boy Jones. So these guys who also had a better completion percentage than Fitzpatrick did as well. In third down, he's about middle of the pack as well. And those are money-making opportunities. You've got to execute on this if you want to be considered a legitimate quarterback in the NFL. And a lot of people are like, well, he had the best QBR. The sample size is very small. And you can say the sample size is small there too as well. I'm not going to argue that, but he's got the best QBR, but they're putting up here with Patrick Mahomes and like Tom Brady and all these guys who started a lot of games during that time. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, he started 9 last year, 15 the year before that, and then 8 the year before that in 2018. So it's not, there's not a big sample size there. The guy's got a 59-86-1 record. To his credit. And ironically enough, his first start came against the Washington Redskins when he was a rookie in St. Louis with the Rams, so that's something that you can take to the bank there as well too. But Ryan Fitzpatrick, he comes in there, never been to a playoff game. Had in 2015 they had started out 4-1, were 5-5, and then they won 5 out of their last 6 games. Could not win that last game at his former home of Buffalo, but that was his best season, and then everything kind of tapered off from there. Also, now you take a look at number 4, Taylor Heinicke. And what can we say about Taylor? Everything he did with the ball last year, he touched, he was very effective. Remember when he replaced Dwayne Haskins, and he went in there and he balled out there. 12 of 19, 137 yards, and 1 touchdown that was late in the third quarter and all the fourth quarter there. And also Washington had an opportunity, if they had to put him in earlier, that they might have won that game. And they might not have to worry about Philadelphia, but that was no harm, no foul there. And you had to go on, start Alex Smith the next game. But also the playoff game. I mean, Taylor Heinicke is going to live on in Washington lore, win or lose that playoff game when he dived for the pylon. And don't forget that touch pass that he threw to Steve Sims late in that ball game as well. He had over 300 yards passing. He was actually a leading rusher as well, 46 yards and a touchdown on that dive to the pylon as well. Beautiful, beautiful, and nice touch pass there. Had a lot of moxie going up against the eventual Super Bowl champions. And then you look at some of our other backups. Kyle Allen. He was knocked out. This man, really? You want to argue? Kyle Allen is the reason Alex Smith became Comeback Player of the Year, because he's knocked out twice in 4 starts. He was sacked 7 times in 4 starts. He broke his leg against the Giants. Also, you can say, I said it before on here, I think he is one of the major reasons Washington lost at New York. If you take away that fumble, if he had just went down and not have fumbled the ball on that sack, might have been something different there. Not try to make a play. That could have been a dub for the Burgundy Gold. Could have, should have, would have. It's only good in horseshoes, hand grenades. And like I said, if ands and butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Might have a Vince Lombardi trophy too as well. But Kyle Allen comes in there. He was traded for a 5th-round pick last year. He had completed 69% of his passes, 610 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 INT. And also you've got Steven Montez there, the undrafted rookie, came out of Colorado, and they are looking to put him in the packages, kind of like they have with Jalen Hurts and stuff early on in the Taysom Hill more than anything in New Orleans. So that is something to look out there for them. But I think it's going to come down to Taylor Heinicke and Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't believe Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to start every game for Washington. I think there is going to be a time when he does get pulled. I think we will see Heinicke if he stays healthy. That's a big thing. That's a big knock on Heinicke, is that he can't stay healthy. His first start, he was with the Carolina Panthers and Ron Rivera's penultimate year there, and they played Atlanta. He got hurt in that game. He backed up in Houston the year before that or something. He backed up T.J. Yates. T.J. Yates was knocked out, went into concussion protocol, cleared it. Taylor Heinicke made 1 pass play, went into concussion protocol himself, and then Yates came back. So there is a concern there. A lot of concern here at that quarterback spot, but optimism and hope is what we are leaning on this year. I think that you've got some interesting characters here. Taylor Heinicke looking to prove himself. Let's just be honest. We all made more money than Taylor Heinicke did before he was signed by Washington. Also, he was with the St. Louis Battlehawks, where he was a backup as well too. And it was fun to see him out there against Tampa Bay and just letting it sling. Now, he said he's going to have to clean up some of that recklessness. We'll see if he does that. Can't wait to see him in preseason. Ryan Fitzpatrick, looking to see what he has in the tank. I think we know that you will get a little bit more mobility with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that's what a lot of folks don't realize about Fitzpatrick is He has some mobility to him. He's not the fastest guy. He's not going to beat people in a foot race, but he can get loose. He's got good pocket mobility there. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do as well. It doesn't matter who's the starter. This is going to be our quarterback. Like I said, cue the T.O. glass, everything. That's my quarterback. But It's going to be really interesting to see this battle out. I think at the end of the day, you will have Ryan Fitzpatrick barring injury. And this means, no, we're not going to get Deshaun Watson. No, we're not going to get Aaron Rodgers. Those ships have sailed, I do believe, in the grand scheme of things. But we will see. But as always, you guys tell me what you're thinking. What do you like about this quarterback room? What don't you like about this quarterback room? Where are your concerns? Where are the positives? And how many do you think Fitzpatrick is going to start all the games? Or do you think we're going to see Heinicke? Do we have a quarterback that's going to start all 17 games? Only time will tell. But as always, I'm Sanchez 405, y'all. Love, peace, and hail. And I'll be talking to you real soon. Hey, don't forget to slap a table. And don't forget to keep that same energy. I'm out.